Japan suffered a record trade deficit in January as growth in exports, spurred by a weak yen, was far outstripped by a surge in import costs, raising fresh doubts about Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's strategy to spark an economic revival. Reporting from Tokyo, Japan, here's Dennis Liu.
Disappointing trade figures indicate Japan's weak yen policy may be doing more harm than good. So, just what will it take to revive the country's still-troubled exporters?
The Bank of Japan recently downgraded its views of exports, citing weak shipments to Asia. It's not what Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was hoping for, where Japan could export its way out of an economic slump with the softer yen.
Now, despite the positive numbers, trade is still seen by many as a weak spot for the world's third biggest economy.
The Japanese currency has lost nearly 20% of its value since Abe became Prime Minister, but that hasn't produced a corresponding boost in export volumes. In fact, the bigger impact of the weak yen has been aggravating the deficit by pushing up the cost of energy imports. Daiwa Institute of Research believes there is still room for the weaker yen to boost sales abroad, but it won't be enough to make up for Japan's $11 billion trade deficit in 2013, which has added to worries about the country's massive public debt.
Some Japanese manufacturers are losing competitiveness. So the manufacturing sector has to come up with clear business strategies and think carefully about what it will market outside of Japan. The kind of things that have growth potential are new industries, new areas of manufacturing such as infrastructure, medical devices, energy-related equipment, even cross-sector technologies like robots. Longer term, to help manufacturers continue to expand exports, the government must focus on sectors that will grow in the global market. Japanese companies are still competitive in these areas, so they need to remain aggressive.
While Japan's exporters remain competitive, the numbers indicate there's some way from supporting the recovery. And with domestic spending soon to be challenged by a sales tax hike, investors may well be wondering just where the next stage of Japan's revival will come from. Reporting from Tokyo, Japan, this is Dennis Liu for Eagle News.